Hi guys, it's Caitlin. So this is the look that I am doing today. So super colourful and dewy wet skin. Using a bunch of new products that I got recently. I went shopping. So I hope you guys like it. If you want to see how I did it, then keep on watching. Okay, so to begin with, this is my first time using it, but I'm going to take the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the shade Medium Light and just taking a bit of that on my beauty blender and going under my eyes. So then next I'm going to take the Glossier Stretch Concealer in the shade G12. I'm also going to take this just over my nose. Well, my under eyes definitely look brightened. For my foundation today, I'm going to take the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint in the shade G12, and I'm just going to take that on my palette. Then I'm taking a really short dense brush and I'm just going to pick that up and stipple it onto my face. Then just to try and go over some spots, I'm just going to take a bit of concealer. So this is the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer in the shade C2. And I'm just dabbing that with my brush so that it doesn't move around the product, because I don't want big patches of concealer. And by using the same brush, it's helping keep that glowiness so that you haven't got matte patches on your face. I think I'm gonna leave my skin there for the moment and move on to eyes, because then I don't know what blush shade I want to use. So this is the eye look that I'm going to be doing today. So let's go. So primarily I'm using the Lime Prime Plushy palette in Fresh Squeezed for the colours, and then I've got just a couple of other bits that I'm adding to it. So I'll be using the yellow, the orange and the purpley colour. So to start off with, so I've got that concealer on my eyelids. It's not actually creased, so it's pretty good. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm taking that yellow shade, which is Jackfruit, and this is going to start off, I'm just going to start building the shape of the outer corner. So taking it and pulling it out towards the kind of end of my eyebrow and pulling it back in to create that winged shape. Then for the same shade I'm taking, so hang on, the first brush was the e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender brush, and this is the Super Beauty 420, and I'm taking that same shade and I'm going to pack it on to the inner portion above my eyelid. So I'm bringing that round to meet where I used the other brush. And then as I've got less product on my brush, I'm just going to start blending the edges a little bit and going back in with that first brush if I need to blend a bit more. Then I'm taking the Super Beauty 410 brush and I'm going in with orange juice. And with this I'm kind of stopping at the moment halfway across my eyelid so that I'm not bringing it all the way in yet when there's too much product. I'm just using little culling motions to bring the orange into the yellow. Then to help blend, I'll go back in with the previous brush and blend the edges, and then I'm going to use this to pull orange juice down towards the inner corner. Just going back and forth with both brushes so that I can keep control of where that product is and the intensity. And then I'm just going to take the orange juice shade and pack it onto the outer part of my eyelid. And then as I'm going towards my lash line, I'm just slanting in ever so slightly to create a slightly kind of rounded shape on my eyelid. So I want that colour on my eyelid and like immediately on my crease to be really intense. So I'm just going over that part, packing on that colour. For the last bit in the palette, I'm taking Dragon Fruit, which is that purple shade, and this is a Super Beauty 550 brush, and I'm taking this under my eye. So I'm picking it up on one side of my brush, just tapping it in, and then I'm flipping it up and tapping that under my eye so that I'm not having it blending down, I'm keeping it right where I want it. And I'm just going to be blending this ever so slightly into where it meets the orange, so that there's no break in the colour. And I'm not bringing this all the way into the inner part, just about 2/3 across my under eye. I'm going to start off taking the Glossier Stretch Concealer again and just going over my lid, just helping to clean it up just a little bit and to map out where the next eyeshadow is going to go. Then I'm taking the Real Techniques detailer brush and the JD Glow Galaxy Collection shadow in the shade Bora Bora, and with this I'm just gonna pack it on to where we've just put the concealer. As I'm getting closer to where the orange shade is, I'm not going right up to where they meet. So I'm just going to gently use the very end of the brush to pull towards the orange shade. For my eyeliner, I'm going to take the Super Beauty Hydra FX in the shade Tracksuit on a Super Beauty 630 brush. And then, so for this eyeliner, I'm going to keep it on the kind of outer half of my eye, so sort of to just over where the blue and the orange meet. I'm just going to take the purple eyeshadow again and just go underneath my eye again, just to intensify that colour, because as it's kind of melted in with the concealer, it's just gotten a little faint. So this will help reset it to make it last longer. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. Then for mascara, I'm taking the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. And for my waterline, I'm taking the Essence Electric Vibes. It's like a gel liner. Yeah. And sorry, not sorry. Then for my inner corner, I'm gonna take the, what is it, KVD Vegan Beauty. I don't know if they have this anymore. Kat Von D. Alchemist, what do they call this? Holographic Transformer Face and Eye Highlighter. It's the single one in the shade teal. So I'm going to start off taking that on just a little brush and putting this on my inner corner. You can feel the glitter falling on my face. And then I'm going to go in with my finger and just help pack that on. Now that I am done with my eyes, I'm going to go in with the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Haze for my cheeks. So I'm just going to tap that onto my palette. So for this you just need the tiniest little amount. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. 105 brush. So it's this amazing little brush. It wants to focus, with these little hairs that come off the end, which make it really great for blending product. So I'm going to apply this to my cheeks first. Next for my cheeks I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty, what do they call this? Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer in the shade Butter Biscuit. And then I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Amber, and this is just going right into the hollow of my cheek. And then just with the excess on the brush I'm going to go around my nose. For my highlight I'm going to take the Glossier Heloscope highlighter in the shade Quartz. So I'm just taking that on my finger just to warm it up, and I'm going to pat that onto the top of my cheekbones. So now that my face is all finished, I'm going to take some powder and just go over the centre of my face just a little bit. This will help it last longer and also bring out the sides of your cheeks more, so it's not just one big slick. Then for my brows I'm going to be taking the Glossier Boy Brow and the NYX Professional Makeup Precision Brow Pencil, and this is just in the shade Charcoal, and the boy brow is in brown. So I'm going to take the Super Beauty Glossy Lamination in the shade Asylum. So this is the finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon at some point. Who knows when I'm going to film again. Bye!